There's growing evidence that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's younger sister, Kim-Yo-jong, may have been the victim of a Pyongyang power struggle. And her loss is apparently the gain of the leader's wife, Ri Sol-ju, and their daughter, Ju-ae. The three of them were all seen walking down a red carpet during celebrations around last week's massive military parade in the North Korean capital. And while they received the adoration of row upon row of military officials, we see at the back, almost hidden behind a column, a familiar shape. According to an official from South Korea's unification ministry, this figure spotted wearing a dark coat is presumed to be Kim-Yo-jong, quite literally being left in the shadows. So it would seem she's suffered quite the decline in status. In the last few years, we'd seen Kim-Yo-jong take on increasing responsibilities within the North's Workers' Party, being viewed as the country's de facto second-in-command. She'd be expected to be seen close to her brother at a major event, and so it's natural to ask whether there's been a change in her status. Perhaps because she'd become too powerful, or because she was seen by Ri Sol-ju as a threat to the leader's more immediate family. What we can say is there's a big public image contrast with Ju-ae, who's not only being repeatedly highlighted alongside her father, but North Korea also seems to be pouring reverence on her. We recently reported on claims that anyone else called Ju-ae is being forced to change their name, while one of the most recent developments made public this week is that she's been featured on military-themed postage stamps. But we should caution that all may not be as it seems. Yes, a lot of signs right now point to Ju-ae as her father's successor, but not only can a lot change before the next power handover, it's also worth noting that the North may be using her as some kind of propaganda tool, a way to keep Ri Sol-ju happy, or even a smokescreen for another successor, such as a son who hasn't been made public. After all, North Korea remains a male-dominated society, and we can only guess right now whether the Kim dynasty will be allowed to continue under female leadership. It's also been noted that Ju-ae's free behaviour, including casually touching her father's face, is not demonstrating the restraint that you'd expect from someone being groomed for leadership. Also, Kim-Yo-jong still being allowed to speak with authority. For example, at the end of last month, her name was on a statement criticising the United States for arming Ukraine. It may still be the case that she has lost status and that Ju-ae is really being prepared for power, but there is cause for caution when dealing with these claims.